What's up, everybody? I'm Chris Dailey, joined here by the face of the General Insurance Company, Shaquille O'Neal, aka Shaq. And Shaq, I hear you're pretty good at basketball, but thank you for joining the show.
You know what? I used to be good at basketball, and I don't know, one day I was on my Instagram and I saw you said you wanted to interview me. So I said, let me reach out. I looked at your profile. Because a lot of times I get a lot of spam and stuff like that. So I look at your profile, saw you from Jersey. So I said, he's a Jersey kid, I'm a Jersey kid. So I reached out. Happy to be on your show, buddy.
Yeah, thank you. And now, so you were born in Newark, New Jersey. I'm actually right around there. So now in the Jersey Shore, but anyways, born in Newark, you go to a military base when you're a young kid because your father's stationed there, and at 13 you're 6'9", which is insane, but not lack kind of the confidence to play ball. So although you cut from the high school team, you still managed to become a star by the time you're a senior in high school at Texas. So what on earth did you do from the time you're a freshman to senior that set you apart?
3 words, buddy. Never give up.
Yeah.
Because people would tell me I'm not good enough. But in my mind, I knew I could be good enough. So I found out what I had to do. Like I would just go up to random people. Hey man, how do you dunk? You got to do 100 jump boxes, 100 jumps on boxes. I would do 200. Hey man, how do you get that move like that? I practice this move. So whatever somebody that was better than me told me to do, I would overdo it. And what you need to learn about the mind and the body, that if you overdo something, be very repetitious at, it becomes routine. So before I knew it, I was jumping out the gym, I was dunking, I was playing, I was dominating, all because I never gave up.
Yeah. And I saw on a TikTok that you did 1,000 calf raises in college a day. Is that true?
Yes, it was true because so now I went from a player that wasn't recognized to the greatest high school player ever. Then when I got to college, I had to start all over again because I played with a guy named Chris Jackson and Stanley Roberts. And I was the third, fourth option. So I would just watch these guys work out, watch these guys play. And I said, okay, he's coming to the gym every morning at 7. I got to get there at 6. So never give up, and just keep trying stuff until you accomplish what you want to accomplish.
Yeah, and so you went to UCLA. Life came full circle because you met Dale Brown, years before when he went to Germany.
I gotta stop you. I didn't go to UCLA. I went to LSU.
Yeah, excuse me, LSU. Yeah, Sharif. Yeah. I was looking at my questions right there, and yeah. So.
Oh no, it's good.
Yeah, but anyways.
So when I was in Germany, a basketball coach came, and again I wasn't that good, so I was asking him. I said, "Can you send me some exercises that'll make me stronger, sir?" And he thought I was in the army. So I told him I was 13, and he grabbed me like he found the gold mine. He's like, "What do you mean you're 13?" I was like, "I'm 13." He's like, "You're 6'9". I was like, "I know, so I'm 13." So he had a conversation with my father. He sent me the exercise. The next letter I wrote him was a tearful letter because I still got cut. And he said, "You know what? I still want to give you a scholarship." So even if I wouldn't have been a basketball player, I still had a scholarship to LSU, and I probably would have tried to get it into coaching or something. Yeah. But I just, with all the stuff that he sent me and all the other advice I got from other people, I just kept doing it, and it worked.
Yeah, and I mentioned your son Sharif there. So he went to UCLA, just transferred to LSU, just taking after his pops. So now, what advice do you give him when it comes to handling pressure from the media, which is probably 100 times bigger with these iPhones now? So because you already do it all.
I tell him there's no such thing as pressure from the media, and let me explain to you why. Have you ever seen a homeless person outside asking for food?
Yeah.
That's pressure because they don't know where their next meal is coming from. That's real life pressure. When you play basketball, there is no pressure. You just go out and do your best. And sometimes you perform great, sometimes you won't. But the key is not to have a lot of bad performances in a row. Because remember earlier we talked about repetition. So if you're used to playing bad, guess what? You're going to be a bad player. So, and don't try to be like me, be yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, it's cool. And my dad actually mentioned today, all right, you may be going through a tough time because a lot of people are obviously, with this coronavirus. But it's like somebody just got news that, they have 2 months to live. So it's like, just put that into perspective and maybe life doesn't seem so bad after all, And it kind of just started that when you said, what you said to Sharif.
And I can tell you, your dad is a wise man because my motto is it always could be worse.
Yeah.
It could be worse.
Yeah. And so in 1992, you made a big time, drafted to the Orlando Magic, which is 7 years after being cut from, your high school basketball team, Germany.
7 years.
Yeah.
I never looked at it like that. That's awesome.
Yeah, so that's absolutely crazy, how that happened. So what's the biggest lesson you learned from that time, from being cut to getting drafted?
Again, never give up and just keep working hard. I was determined because, look, between me and you, my father told me if I don't get a scholarship, I was going to have to join the Army because he didn't want me to go back to Newark and be living on the street. So I was like, I can't join the Army. I don't want to have to get up 5:30 every morning to work out. So I definitely got to make it. So I just kept working, and bam, it just happened.
Yeah, that's crazy. And I don't know if you saw, but in the video, you broke the backboard. Absolutely tore it down. The one that I posted about you. So when that happened, like, what were your teammates saying to you? Do you remember? Like, what on earth were they saying?
I knew that if I broke, get that name right there. I knew that if I broke the backboard, I would definitely get a lot of respect. So I always try to go up and break it.
That's great. So nowadays they can't because of you. You changed the entire game. So the NBA changed forever because of Shaquille O'Neal. So that's something to be proud of, Shaq.
Oh, well, thank you. Us Jersey kids are built a lot different. So I just want, and my parents used to always tell me, make them remember your name, show them where you're from. And, it's tough growing up in Jersey, all parts of Jersey. So I just wanted to show the world who Shaquille O'Neal was.
Yeah, and you certainly did. One Rookie of the Year, and then it was in your third season when you actually beat Michael Jordan and the Bulls. Michael Jordan, that was the only playoffs where he actually got eliminated in the 90s as a member of the Bulls. So does he say anything to you? Because we all know he holds grudges now because of the last dance. So does he say anything to you now about that?
I'm not worried about another man holding a grudge because we're from Jersey.
Yeah.
But a Jersey kid did that. A kid that got cut from high school. A kid that was always told he wasn't that good. So, a kid that just had to persevere through everything and then just, get it done.
Yeah, and Michael Jordan actually, he owns the Charlotte Hornets, and they just got the third draft pick, so there's some good players. LaMelo Ball, I know you're familiar with his father. Where do you think, who do you think the Charlotte Hornets are going to get?
I don't know. I have to look. I don't have the list in front of me about who can go number 1 or number 2. But, it depends on what team is looking for.
Yeah.
Who has the number 1 pick?
It's the Timberwolves, and then it's Golden State, and then Charlotte.
So the Timberwolves should try. So let's just say that they're trying to get a big guy. They already got Karl-Anthony Towns, so they should try and use that to trade for somebody. So I don't know what these teams are going to do.
Yeah, and Cat's, I'm pretty sure Cat's another Jersey guy, so it's cool that you mentioned him. Yeah, you made the blockbuster move to LA a few years after being drafted, and safe to say you did quite well for yourself. Made a three-peat that my kids would know about. So is there like any locker room stories that most people don't know that you want to share with us?
I don't really have a lot of stories. It's just that, before you succeed, you must first learn to fail. And me and Kobe, when our first 4 years, we definitely failed. We got swept, I think, all 4 years in a row. And then finally we just said, we want to win a championship. And that's what we did.
Yeah. And, Kobe, we talk about, you said Jersey kids are built different, but I think Kobe was, too, just a different breed. What made him so great compared to all the other players?
It's his work ethic. He never gave up. Me and him have similar work ethics, but he never, ever gave up. He just kept working hard, and that's all he did was just play basketball.
Yeah, and I don't know if you're with Chuck right now, because I know you just got off TV, but in the first ever three-peat season, you and Chuck had a bit of a bit of an argument.
Yeah, we had a fight, and I tried to knock his head off, but I missed.
Does it get weird though working with him, knowing that you bossed him on the basketball court?
Oh no, actually no, it never gets weird. We were friends. His mom and my mom were best friends.
Yes.
So it's cool. Luka Doncic just twisted his ankle and left the game.
Oh really? Jeez. That's he's got to be one of the best players. I think he'll be one of the best players, maybe of my generation at least. Of maybe my kids will watch him play.
You play basketball?
No, I used to, but I'm a big soccer guy, so soccer.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Now.
All right, stay in touch, brother, because I gotta get back to work.
All right. Yeah, Shaq.
All right. Tell your mom I said hi. Anytime you want to do a follow-up interview, just hit me up, buddy.
Yeah, I will let you know.
All right, I got you.
Yeah,
all right, brother. Love you. Bye.
See ya.